For years now, we've been having the same discussion. Which one is better? Is Counter-Strike better? Is Valorant better? Who has the better mechanics? Who has the better people? Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Today, I'm not here to tell you if Counter-Strike is better. Not at all, yeah. Not here to say that, if it's better. I'm here to say that Valorant's the worst fucking competitive game I've ever seen in my life. What the fuck is that shit? I believe that Valorant is the worst competitive game ever made. And by competitive game, I mean the competitive genre in general. Not just against Counter-Strike, but against Rainbow Six Siege, against StarCraft 2, against cars that play football. Sorry, it's fucking cars that play football. But yes, now I know a lot of people take the discussion to the heart. They want to talk about how they feel about the games. Me personally, I hate Valorant. I think the community is kind of a little bitch. With all due respect, had you ever seen people get fined on a tournament because they scream at their opponents? Goddamn, that's the whole point of LAN. It's tell your opponent sucks ass. He's a little bitch. That's the point. Now you can't do that on a Valorant tournament. But let's take our hearts aside. Let's get our hearts aside. And let's talk about the mind. Alright? Today we're gonna use our minds. And we're gonna tell you factually, I'm gonna present facts of why Valorant is the worst competitive game ever made. But we're first gonna tell you 3 things that made a good competitive game good. So let's go for that. Part 1. What makes a good competitive game? Number 1. No luck. The least luck there is involved in a competitive game or a competition in general, the better the competition is. Would you root for a heads or tails match? Would you be like, holy shit, is it gonna be heads or is it gonna be fucking tails? Let's go. No, you wouldn't do that shit. Actually, you would do, because you're a dumbass like I am. You're fucking crazy, so you'll probably do that. But you wouldn't do it seriously? You wouldn't take that shit seriously? You would do it because you think it's funny, but it's not gonna be good competition. You're not gonna be a professional heads or tails player. Maybe there is some skill to that. I actually don't know, but I don't think so. But there is no. It's not fun when there's luck involved. It's cool when there's a little bit of luck involved. Those moments that you feel is just destiny that happen, like Coldzera jump shot, double kill with an AWP no scope.
Spot, but with much more utility to work with. Here he comes once again. The first base is a Dren. He's going to hit the ground there as Cold. Oh, what? A jumping double from Cold. What is going on right now? How does he do this?
Those moments when they're very hard to happen, when they're very rare, they're special. But when they're very occurrent, it just becomes something boring. Something that it doesn't really matter. Why am I even putting so much effort into this shit if motherfucker can just be fucking lucky? Now, I ain't playing that shit. That's how I feel. I know that's how you feel. You're frustrated when you get a headshot that it isn't supposed to be there. You get frustrated when you know your opponent just got fucking lucky. So no luck. The least luck there is in a competitive game, the better it is. Number 2, number of mechanics. I strongly believe, no, I don't strongly believe, I know that the more mechanics there is, the cooler the competition is. Can you imagine going to a boxing match and all there is jabs and they don't move? That shit ain't fun. I bet you try to skip that part of the video because that shit ain't fun. You have to have a lot of different things. Not only because it's not fun to watch or fun to do, but it also, the more mechanics there is to learn, the more deterministic it is the good player from the bad player. The bigger is the difference. The number of mechanics and number of things you have to master it's what differs the very good player from the good player from the bad player. It's what defines ranks in a competitive game. Number of mechanics. That's number 2. Let's go for number 3. The difficulty of the mechanics. Doesn't matter if you have a shit ton of stuff in your game or your match, if it's easy as fuck to do. Can you imagine playing a shooter where everyone has aimbots? I know there's a game like that. I forgot which one it is. But can you imagine trying to fight for ranks? Oh, I'm platinum. I'm diamond. You know, I'm top rank. But everyone has aimbots. What is the point? If everyone can do shit easy, there is no better player. There's just, everyone is the same thing. There's no difference between the good and the bad. So having a good variety of mechanics is good, but making them so easy that anyone can fucking do that shit, that is bad. That sucks. That's bad competition. It's like, imagine you go for the Olympics, watch the shooting range, and the target is fucking massive and you cannot miss. Fuck, that shit is bad. Why are you even competing if anyone can do the same shit as you do? So difficult mechanics make good competition. All right, now that we determined what is a good competitive game and what characteristics make a competitive game actually good, or any competition in general, could be sports as well. Now we're gonna talk about why Valorant fucking suck. And I'm gonna divide the things from Valorant into 3 things as well. Part 2, why is Valorant the worst? Number 1, random fucking shit. I don't know who the fuck thought it would be fucking interesting in a competitive shooter with ranks, $1 million tournaments to throw as much fucking RNG as you can inside a game. Why the fuck would you do that? Did you know that the Vandal is imprecise? The AK-47 from Valorant is imprecise over 50 meters? Why? Why is this good game design? Why? Can you imagine 12-11, last round, $1 million tournament, guy aims exactly at the head, he caught the enemy with his back turn, and then he misses the shot. Why? Oh, sorry, he was just unlucky. It's just a chance if he can hit the shot or no, or not. Wow! There is no reason to do that shit. And Valorant has a ton of those stuff everywhere. The right mouse button from the pistol, it's a complete mess. There was a time that people was just jumping around and right-click shooting with the fucking Glock and just, maybe it's gonna be 2-shot headshot. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm gonna 1-shot kill a motherfucker with a Vandal and armor. Maybe I'm just gonna miss everything. They were jump shooting, there was no skill. You had to generally aim in the right direction, just jump shooting. How the fuck is that good competition? Can you imagine going to a DM, practicing your shots the fuck amount, like a lot, and then some random motherfucker just go jumping around with this right mouse button? What the fuck is that? How is that good game design? Valorant has a lot of stuff. And you can tell me maybe that's game design. It's not, because in the past it used to be way fucking worse. Do you remember running and gunning when the game started? They literally nerfed it because some motherfucker posted a clip where he just run and gun and killed 4 guys in a row with headshots. Like actually holding W nonstop. I'm gonna try and find this clip to post here. So that's the number 1 thing. And we talked about no luck, man. And there's a lot of RNG in Valorant. So that's one thing that makes it shit. Let's go for number 2. Valorant has way less mechanics than most of the competitive games. When we do a direct comparison with Counter-Strike, because we have to, it's kind of, Valorant try to compete with it. You have, for example, no sprays on the gun. The gun has no spray. It's pure luck, random, and it's one less mechanic. Why wouldn't you add a fixed spray for the person to launch control? It's another skill to add to a repertoire. And did you see that shit? Repertoire. Anyways, it's another skill. Why wouldn't you add that shit? Why would you remove it? And then you tell me because the point is doing 3 shots, step to the side, you know? The point is doing some samba, some tango, you know? You gotta dance, you gotta have the moves. It's more important to miss the shot, to make the enemy miss, then hit the shots. You have to walk and do 5 shots and then you have to walk. What happens when 3 motherfuckers show up on my screen? Do I have to pray? Damn. That's one less mechanic. Valorant doesn't have Counter-Strike. If you let go of your mouse, if your keyboard keys, your character is just gonna stop immediately. Counter-Strike, you have to counter-strafe. You have to make your character stop. Another mechanic. And Valorant just keep taking those away. Utility. No, okay, that's actually for the next part. Number 3. Number 3, motherfuckers. Easy as fuck mechanics. Let's talk about skills. If someone knows your position in that game, by the gods, you ain't not dodging the fucking skill. If Omen flashes you, it's over. Over, brother. There is nothing you can do. There is no turning around. Again, another mechanic less. Dodging utility. Borderline impossible for some, and impossible for others. If an Omen flashes you, that's it. It's just an easy Q. And it's not hard to throw the flashbang. You just have to press Q and click. Easy like that. Your enemy is completely blind. You're gonna get a free kill. You barely needed any skill to do that. The guy was just blind. Why the fuck would you train so hard, learn tactics, learn how to shoot, be precise or aim? You're just blind. There's nothing you can do. You're just blind. Easy mechanics. Everybody had shots on Valorant. You go in a gold 2, I was Immortal 1. That's where I peaked. 4,700 in Brazil. I know it's not a lot. My CS was my major game, but that was where I picked. And I swear to God, on goal 1, motherfuckers just hitting headshots. Everywhere. Everybody just hits headshots because the hitbox is so much bigger in Valorant. And you're gonna tell me, Gus, you're fucking wrong about that shit. I see more headshot percentages on Counter-Strike than I see on Valorant. Bullshit. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why right now. The way that headshot percentages are calculated in Counter-Strike is very different from the way they're calculated in Valorant. In Counter-Strike, the only bullet that counts is the last bullet, the bullet that kills the person. If you shot once in the head and you kill the guy in the chest, that's 0% headshot. But if you fire 3 bullets on the chest and you hit the final shot on the hand, that counts as a headshot. Hence, the percentage of headshots is bigger because usually people will hit the chest and then go up for the head. In Valorant, it's different. Every shot counts. That means that if you fire 2 shots on the chest and 1 in the head, you're gonna have 33% headshot rate. If you hit 1 in the chest and 1 in the head, that's 50%. That's why generally in percentage-wise, Valorant has less headshots. But there's an easy task that you can make to see that motherfuckers playing on easy mode. Go for a deathmatch. Look on the top right corner of your screen. Top right corner. You're gonna quickly realize that in a deathmatch in Valorant, the ginormous amount of kills are on the head. There's barely any chest shots. Barely. Go to Counter-Strike. Most of the shots are on the chest. And then you tell me, Gus, it's just because of the mechanics. CS has spray, Valorant not. It's about hitting the head. But it kind of sucks. Because if it's easy to hit headshots, then even a shitty player can maybe insta-kill you. You're a very good rank. You go against a shitty player on Counter-Strike. He starts shooting in your back. If he doesn't hit the head straight up, which is hard, you can turn around and kill him easy. So you can showcase how better you are. While in Valorant, you get caught sideways, the newbie is still gonna kill you. You know? And that shit sucks. Easy mechanics. Skills. Easy mechanics. I swear to God, there was a guy in Brazil that grew his Twitch channel going from silver to immortal 2 by jump shotting with a judge and flashbanging corners with a sky. I'll put some clips for you to see. Tell me if that shit is good. Tell me if that shit is like, you look at that thing and you think, oh, that is top 5,000 in Brazil. So you probably saw the clip and thought, what the fuck is that shit? Yeah, that guy got to immortal. Jump shot. And you can't even say my region sucks because we won the world champion multiple times. Salve pro aspas. Sub aspas. Yeah. It's like, it's just a shitty mechanic and it's frustrating also. Because what's the point of training so hard if someone can just blind you and jump shot with you with a judge? And the maps are so claustrophobic that anyone can use that shit. You know, the maps are just so tight. So now I hope I have showed, and that is not in the beginning. Like, I could still talk about things that are not competition related, like the community. Like, most of the people don't talk in a voice chat, they just curse each other. But anyways, today I didn't want to talk about the heart, but I just wanted to talk about the mind. And I wanted to prove to you that Valorant just sucks as a competitive game. Now, if you have fun, go for it. I'm all for it. Games are for having fun. But a lot of the people value the competition side of things, and that's how you get fun. That's why people practice. That's why people saw tutorials. If that's your thing, I do not recommend Valorant. Go try Counter-Strike or Rainbow Six Siege. Go fucking play football with... Sorry, play football with cars is kind of funny. Go try any other of those games. You'll see that it's much more interesting. It's like when you train, you're going to feel the good parts of your training. And I'm saying that not because I hate Valorant. It's because I thought that Valorant would be the successor to CS I always wanted, and it wasn't. And even if it's a different game, the competition just sucks. It was frustrating. I remember knowing I was better, training and having very good aim, and still dying to impossible to dodge utility. Breach ults bomb site. What the fuck am I gonna do? Nades flying. And you cannot tell me it's game design, because they nerfed everything I say here multiple times. Running and gunning. Nerfed because of the video. Right button mouse of the Glock, nerfed because people are just getting random headshots all the time, even against good guns. Skills, getting nerfed as well. Raze had 2 fucking nades. What the fuck is that shit, Overwatch? Come on, guys. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to let go of this off my chest, and I hope you fucking liked the video. Now, my name is Gustavo, but you can call me Gus. Don't forget to subscribe and give it a like. Help your boy out here, all right? Off I go. Ah!